Hey, yo, what's happening? What's going on? My voice is kind of gone because I was singing the Usher for like a solid 7 hours post Super Bowl show. So that's another sport though. Welcome back. We here, Yanks Talk Ball. Another week has gone. Another episode is here, and we gotta talk that ball. The squad is in the building. We gotta go. We gotta get right to it. Adrian, what's going on, dog?
Hey, what's up? We were just having a funny conversation, so I apologize if I was smiling when the video started. Unless you like that.
Yeah, they want you to be mad. Come on.
Nah, he's got that footage playing back in his head, man. You see him. I'm gonna keep it pushing.
How should we? Wait. So you think everyone expects like this thing to start like this?
Yeah.
No,
the crazy zoom.
We're about to like talk serious ball, you know. You can't be portraying that you're like
this ball thing is proper serious. Shout out unknown P.
We're not some waste man.
Okay. I don't want to see you smile once during this podcast.
Hey, this is my goodness.
He smiles right after I say it.
Immediately. Yo. Anyways, Gene, what's going on, dog?
What's up, boys? I mean, nothing to say other than there's a reason that we talk about footy and not American football. That sport is dead, bro. Dead sport. To be honest, we could touch a little bit on it, but
yeah, that's
the reason we do this instead of the other one.
Type shit. And of course, we got Phil Talks Ball in the building with us. What's going on, dog?
Hey, Trey, how are you gonna agree that sport is dead? This man is a dedicated New York Giants fan. He cries over the.
That's why the sport is dead. Until we win another chip, the sport's dead to me. That's all you need to know, brother.
Shambles. Where's that mentality with Arsenal and global football?
We went on an arc though. Listen. You gotta temper yourself for every sport. I have chosen the dangerous path in almost every sport that I've chosen to watch in some type of casual play. All right, I gotta have some patience with myself. All right. I'm gonna set some things down to save my mental state, all right? Cause
all right, wise.
It's tough. But how you doing, fam?
That makes sense. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing pretty swell. I'm just excited to get into the footy chat.
Nah, real tough.
Cool shirt, bro. I like the.
What does it say? Say it right now. Man. What does it say?
You tell me. You can see it better.
Adrian, what does it say?
I don't know what it says. All I know is
wow.
So it could. I can read in Japanese kanji letters.
Yeah, I think when you get things as a souvenir from a foreign country, you're allowed to not understand what it means, as opposed to, posing and getting it from, I don't know, some gift shop or something.
I'm dead, man. Nah. Hey, speaking of gifts, though, you can give us the best gift in the world by rating this podcast 5 stars. Real talk. Go to all your audio podcast platforms. Make sure you check out the episodes. Go watch some old ones if you haven't. Go check on all the new ones. Make sure you go in that top left corner on all your major audio platforms. Type in Yanks Talk Ball. Rate us 5 stars. Share the podcast. Help us get further in the algorithm to get to new listeners, and help us shoot up all them ratings, especially on other platforms as well, including YouTube. Again, TikTok, all that, Instagram, everything, all social stuff. Yanks Talk Ball will be right there. And we got some stuff to get into this episode. First and foremost, we got to do the, the score reviews, the predictions from last week. Let's bring them on back. You know what I'm saying? We had some picks that went through 5 different games. We got to talk about them. I will go down each of these games individually. Now give out the final scores at the end. Try and give some actual format to this. So, first game that was up was Villa United. Phil said 2-1 Villa. Chase said 2-2 draw. Gene said 3-2 Villa. Adrian said 2-1 United. Got a perfect score there.
Crazy.
And I said 2-0.
He tried to jinx it too.
Yeah. He tried to weasel back out of it, but he was like, all right, nah, whatever, 2-1. And then I said 2-0 Villa. So the only person that got points out of that round was Adrian, and he got a perfect score. So damn, fairs. All right. Moving on to the next one, we had Spurs Brrighton. Phil had 2-2 draw. Chase had a 4-2 win for Spurs. Gene had a 2-1 win for Spurs, a perfect score, having a 14 points right there. Adrian had 3-1 Spurs, which is 4 points, and then I had 3-1 Spurs. I think we both went the same way, and I had 4 points off of that. Next up, we had the AFCON semifinal. It wasn't the final; it was the semifinal. It was Ivory Coast and Democratic Republic of the Congo. Phil had 3-1 Ivory Coast. Chase had 2-1 Congo. which is 0 points. Gene had 3-1 Ivory Coast. What's it called? Adrian had 2-0 Ivory Coast, which is probably close to the ball, right? It was 1-0, right?
Yeah, I think it was 1-0.
Yeah, I think it was 1-0 as well. And then I had a 1-1 draw with Congo going 5-4 out. I 5-4 to the final on pens, and so that's no fucking points. So whatever.
Might be worse than
Jason's prediction. So predicting the score with the penalties and the score for the penalties. What's the like?
I have no idea. It was just regular. I was adding style points. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just trying to look cool.
Yeah.
I did that first, but
if that actually happened, you would have tried to take like double the points or something.
Nah, I wouldn't have. But I sit there and try and fight for it though. I'll tell you that much.
Nah, you would just talk about it for the rest of the season.
Literally, I hold that. Just more victory at that point. But yeah, next up we had Real Madrid, Girona. In La Liga, it was Phil had a 1-0 win for Real Madrid. Chase had a 3-1 win for Real Madrid. Gene had a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. Adrian had a 2-2 draw, and I had a 2-1 win for Real Madrid. So everybody gets points on that except for
predicted that
Adrian that round, bro. Out the gate.
I predicted them to run a scoreless, no?
I mean, so did I, but
so
4-0.
You predicted 1-0?
Yeah,
it was only a 1-0.
I also did say Bellingham would score, which I guess isn't that difficult of a prediction. But yeah, 4-0 is wild.
That man got cold. That looked crazy. I ain't gonna lie. And then the last game that we predicted on was Leverkusen Bayern in the Bundesliga, first versus second. And then we had a 2-1 Leverkusen win that Phil predicted, which he got 4 points from. A 2-1 Bayern win that Chase predicted that he didn't get anything from. A 3-3 draw that Gene predicted that he didn't get anything from. A 4-3 Leipzig win, which Adrian got 4 points from.
Leverkusen.
Oh, Leverkusen. Sorry, the L. Sorry, I was thinking of the other ones that will switch out for this week's prediction. That got swapped out, but never mind. 4-3 for Leverkusen, which got Adrian 4 points, and I predicted a 2-2 draw as well, so I got nothing. So the total points.
Oh, Adrian beat me.
Yeah, so the total points. So me and Chase got tied for 8th, but I'm counting him last since he's not here. Get well soon though. So where he's automatically taking last, and we'll take that.
It's shameless, man.
I'm gonna say with 12 points in third, it was Phil with 12. What's it called? Gene had 22 points in second place, and then first place was Adrian with 26. So he by one correct result. One correct result.
That Bayern game.
Did Adrian get 2? No,
he had one perfect score. He had one perfect score. Gene had one perfect score. Yeah, he was
so
only
Adrian got
2 back-to-back weeks though.
So Adrian didn't have any 0 point scores?
He had 1, and that was a 2-2 draw for Real Madrid and Girona.
How does that math that up?
Because it's 14. 14 you get from the perfect score, not 10.
Oh.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Since when? Whatever.
You
That's
get the
strange score.
You get 4 points for the win, and then 10 points for predicting the win.
I just stacked it on top. I just like 4 points.
That's not how I thought it would have worked. I thought it would just.
Oh, just be all in one.
You got the result, yeah. So
okay.
I mean, whatever works.
Listen, that's back-to-back weeks, perfect scores. I'm carrying you guys, by the way.
Dang. I was about to say, I got one the first. At least, I'm surprised we got a perfect score almost every week of these predictions since they started, which I'm happy about. I'm happy that we're somewhere in the ballpark with this.
I mean, I would also rather get 5 correct results. And the
also true.
One perfect score.
I'm just saying, as a collective, for collective predictive and ball knowledge.
I'm just saying what I would rather have.
Also true.
You'd rather be in 4th place with guessing them all right instead of being 2nd place, getting 1 perfect score and 1 wrong.
Yeah, because it's bigger than this game. It highlights a more systemic root issue with your knowledge. You're getting 4 wildly wrong.
Nope. Nah.
Oh man, listen, it's the hit rate or the quality of one hit. I don't know. It's potato, but you got to pick your route, man. I don't know.
I'll choose whichever one gets me 1st place. That's what I would go for.
Hey, depends on the week. Oh man, but with that being said, Adrian has won this week, and then we'll pick it back up with predictions at the end of this episode. So we'll be back in with the next competition soon. But
lowest scoring person next week should wear a bald cap.
I'm about to say,
unless it's me. No way. I'm not going from first, second, and then somehow I get last.
Bro,
you guys skipped. Nah.
That's your predictions, bro.
Yeah, we'll pick. We gotta pick some a punishment that is at least not that time taxing, because I don't know how long it's gonna get there. Amazon might be pretty quick, and I gotta braid my hair if I lose.
I feel like we said last week that last place would have had to do something.
Yeah, possibly.
I have no problem with that as long as everyone who's got last before gets to do something.
Then, all right, then that's a retroactive. All right, that's fine.
If not, then I get to skip. If let's say I get a last place, I get to skip mine because there's people who've been last.
Yeah, or do y'all want a clean slate?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't.
Well, I was talking that it would be a clean slate, and then once we actually make the rules,
of course,
next people come up with something, next people come up with something, next people, and then we don't come up with something.
Yeah, listen, Gene. It sounds like you might lose this week. I was about to say, what's up with your mentality this week?
Nah, that's just jinx, bro. It's just jinx. That's what it is. I'm worried about the jinx of.
Nah, the jinx is on me because I'm the one who proposed it.
Nah, listen, that's true.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'm down. We'll
see where it lands. But we got some footy to talk about this week. A lot of action, a lot of matches, a lot of stuff that was going down. Listen, we can start a lot of places, but let me get this out the way, man. Let me get this out the way, please. West Ham Rolls. Yeah. West Ham Rolls. Please step on out. I just want to say hi. I just want to say what's up. Get smoked. Get put in the pack. Ironing clothes. You know what I'm saying? Ironing sandwiches. I don't even know what that. Yo, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. That's really all I wanted to say, man. A goal and 2 assists. You're legend. Just dunking on y'all like that. I just find it somewhat poetic. And a lot of y'all, especially the City twerkers in the West Ham fan base, oh, don't worry, City, we'll do a job today, guys. Don't worry, guys, we're gonna do a job for you guys. We're gonna do it again. Look what your dumbasses did. Held 6. Shit, bro, on the timeline, I was watching them, bro. People had the West Ham colors on a Man City badge. Disgusting.
Wait, so are these West Ham fans or
West Ham fans? West Ham fans. Directly West Ham fans.
They wanted us to sign Rice instead of Arsenal. They hated Arsenal.
Yeah. And
after the 6-0, they were like shameless, like Chase type shameless. They're like, Arsenal went from 3rd to 3rd place. Congratulations.
Oh yeah. I'm like, wonder where are you? And they were like, oh yeah, champions. We're champions of Europe. You know what I'm saying? You'll never be that. Son, you literally won the League of Champions League trophies. What are you talking about, son? That don't matter. It don't matter. I could buy that on Trophy Smack or Amazon and get that next week. What are you talking about, brother? Get that shit out my face.
One thing is Forrest singing that. One thing is like
that's
West
fair.
Ham.
Like, that's history.
Like, Forrest
that's
singing,
for real.
okay.
Forrest. Like, bro, you won the
Ham,
third tier. The third tier. That's like okay.
Did Arsenal win a European?
Yeah, in like the 90s, but that's off the record apparently. But that's off the record.
But isn't it second? But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But second tier, right?
It's basically the Europa League like back then.
Oh, it was the Cup Winners' Cup.
It was some. I can't remember the name of it exactly, but it was like the second tier. League, it was a second. It was a second tier, like Paul Merson and them, and like I don't know if it's early 90s, like 91 or some shit like that. We won it at some point.
Did you get invited to it, or you guys had to qualify for it?
I have to. I don't know off the top of my head. I have to Google that. I don't know off the top of my head if we did get invited to that competition or not. But
don't know his club's 1990s.
This guy, hey man, sometimes you know what I'm saying, things fall by the wayside. It is what it is. But all I'm saying is, West Ham, y'all got y'all boots smoked. And I hope y'all hold that one very, very much so. And y'all was really clamoring for that. Oh, we got to get something out of that. Seven first teamers gone. Y'all thought, it might have been a free hit. We got y'all last time. We might get y'all this time. Man.
What happened to Neymar?
Man. I after this game, I'd have to say Neymar is better than Kudus, man. I just have to. I gotta slide it to him. You know. I think he just has a couple qualities that are better. You know, like just smoked, man. Loved what I saw. Everybody had a really great performance. That was statements.
Won the Cup Winners' Cup in '94, by the way.
Thank you. And statement win. We're not out of nothing. We were well in the thick of it. And all I gotta say is last year we went back to back, Liverpool and West Ham. Again, the venues were different, but the fixtures themselves, we went, you know what I'm saying? We faced Liverpool, we faced West Ham back to back, and that was a falter. This season, correcting mistakes, exercising demons. Go Liverpool, go West Ham. We're right in the thick of it. Keep taking it week by week, but this is a better team. This is a different team, and I think we're making really, really good progress. So I'm proud of what I saw, man. Just absolute domination, bro. How do you out set piece FC? Those merchants, we did that to them and ripped them alive.
You guys cracked the code by putting Rice on set pieces.
Bro, he's different. The tech is different.
He has that
the
delivery,
tech is
bro.
different. Honestly, I knew he had technique, but I didn't know he was like that, like crazy. I didn't know he picked up set pieces like that. I didn't know he could do that.
It's also like, it makes sense that he wouldn't have done it before, because just with his frame, you're like, oh, you definitely want him in the box.
Yeah.
For set pieces. So like, it must have taken a bit for Arteta to be like, you know what? Like I'm imagining it was 4 months of training of Rice just hitting peaches all the time, and they were like, man, yeah, forget it. Let's just put him on.
Especially after, because like Martinelli and them were hitting like stinkers, low balls and stuff like that. Like, man, get Declan over there, please.
I mean, especially with Declan scoring that goal against United too, off the set piece. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even imagine after that, like, oh, this guy, we gotta leave him in there just in case. And then this guy, I mean, even a couple weeks ago, well, I don't even remember. I was just like, why the fuck is Declan Rice taking corners? Isn't this guy like 6 foot something, like a fucking beast? Why the fuck
tech is disgusting
in the box?
He has tech out his shoes, bro.
He has that whippage technique that's like a little similar to Ward Prowse, and they're able to get that up and down, just
the dip.
It's just, man, nightmare to defend. And Gabriel is
right to it, bro. Right to it.
I mean, he has more goals than Jesus, no? Right now.
Gabriel or Rice?
Gabriel.
No, Gabriel.
I think he might have more.
I guess he does.
He has at least like 3, or I think, how many does Gabriel Jesus have? Like 5, maybe?
I think he has like 3 or 4.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gabriel is actually about to surpass him soon.
Yeah.
If not already has.
Which
doesn't stop scoring.
Which says multiple things.
They should reevaluate. When he plays on the field. Like Scott McTominay. You should think twice where you play that guy.
Just throw him in a 9. I'm dead. But listen, it was a really good just day. It just felt, bro, that felt right.
Remember the beginning of the season when we, like, just as the season was building up and Arsenal was top of the league but playing stinky stuff for the most part. It just wasn't fluid. It was rigid. It was clunky. It was 1-0. It was jamming 2-1s. And then I had been saying back then, and I kind of faltered on it a bit when Arsenal started dropping points against Fulham and West Ham over the Christmas season. But I was saying back then, it is a much better sign for a team to be getting jammy wins early in the season and start kicking into gear towards February, March, April. So I don't know how sustainable this is going to be, but if the last 2 matches are anything to go by, first off, Arsenal, Liverpool, the way you guys cooked us, like, I just cooked us off the park, and then going to the London Stadium and putting 6 past West Ham is just like, the football you guys have been playing lately is like, you know, top 3 in Europe right now.
It's lights out.
So
shit, man.
this is a textbook title winning formula. You know, just like chug along until you get a rhythm going, until the new signings start to bed in, until players find their form. And then if in February, March you start peaking, then you're peaking at the perfect time. And that's how you really push on for a title charge.
And I know Arteta in the back of his head is like, I don't want none of that shit that happened last year, to where our squad wasn't ready for the run in. Our squad wasn't, you know what I'm saying, maybe our backups weren't as, like, you know, embedded in or something like that. We didn't have the right outlay of a squad. Looking down the barrel of, like, in the business end of the season, he doesn't want a repeat of what that was. And again, today or when we played West Ham, that was a really good showing, again, with a lot of our first team players that, again, we counted 7 that weren't out in total, that were out in total. Some still have yet to come back, and we put in a really consummate, you know, total professional performance like that. And as people are still coming in across this month, by the time we get to March, apparently the rumor is Timber's probably gonna be back like the first couple weeks of March, which
really?
Apparently so.
He was for sure out for the season.
And people said he was within a shout, and he's already been doing training since Dubai. And if things go well and there's no major setbacks, we could see him somewhere around like the first couple weeks, if not mid-March. To me, that's a incredible bonus.
But you don't want to risk him though.
Yeah, of course not. And again, and I don't want to rely on him and see that. And again, some that actually was interesting to me. Just back to the Liverpool match and stuff that we played when Thiago brought on. I heard Thiago's out again. Out.
That guy, yeah, he's finished.
Which is it's mad dangerous to try and rush somebody in. That's why I'm like,
I don't even know if you call it rush with Thiago.
Yeah, I don't think.
So that's also true. Yes,
it's
I was scared of shit that
was Lisandro Martinez's situation.
Yeah,
that's
also true.
Rushing.
Yeah, also
like
true. That's a better example.
He gets in, he's like hurt. Yeah. And then he comes back,
jump right back in, and then 8 weeks. Yeah, I agree.
That's because Roddy just doesn't want to play football anymore.
And then it's just that situation that's always scary to me. It's like, bro, you have these really good players you really want to bring back, but you gotta have faith in the squad. And what this run right now is starting to show me is that we have enough maturity to go to these places. And
don't jump the gun.
I'm not jumping no gun. What these performances over since we returned from break, that there's people willing to step in and still do the job and do what Arteta's asking and still have professional performances. I saw some really good things from people who aren't usually, again, in certain positions. I think Kiwior had a solid game. I think, again, Trossard in the 9 always has a good, almost always has a good game at 9, but his passing range in that game was unreal, bro. There was in the first half, the setup,
6 goals and nothing.
That's again off of that. I still want to see more goal output from him, of course, but the decision making in the West Ham game I thought was very, very good. I thought he wasn't wasteful whatsoever, and he had some really good opportunities.
People need to stop disrespecting Bukayo Saka.
Bro, he's him.
It's just like the way people have been talking about him this season, like he's having a subpar season.
They're gonna piss me off, man.
We thought he was gonna be. What's his Premier League GA output at this point?
He now has 100 goals and assists for Arsenal in his career. In this season in total.
No, just in the Premier League.
Oh, in the Premier League. Hold on. Let me do that specifically because I know his overall.
I'd say it's somewhere around like 9 goals, 9 assists. Somewhere.
I think it's like 7 or something like that. Hold on.
Somewhere there. It's just he's so good, man.
Goals in the Premier League.
Hold on. Let me get that specifically.
Saka, like
he's 10 goals, 7 assists.
Okay, yeah. So 17 GA.
17.
Yeah. And overall, the whole season, he's had 26 GA for 30 games. That's
he's also one of those players that, like, out of 10 games you watch him play, at least right now, as it stands, at least 7 of them he's dropping a 8 out of 10 or more.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, to do what he's doing at this level is unreal. At 22, he's 22. He's dropped 100 GA for the Arsenal already. It makes no sense how we've gotten here so quickly.
A good player. Like, he just feels so comfortable taking control of a match. Like, not in the sense of dictating the play, but like decisive. The responsibility of I'm the difference maker. You know, he looks so comfortable doing that, and it makes sense. He almost had to drag Arsenal on his back since he was like 18 years old.
He's carried us from the depths since his birth, basically.
So now at this point, as a 22-year-old, you feel like he's been playing for ages because he kind of has.
And
he has so much experience.
And something that 100%, and something that I noticed as building in his conscious, in his mentality, he's becoming bloodthirsty. He's becoming that ruthless kid. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's coming a ruthless killer because there was a couple chances that he missed, and then they gave the man of match award and stuff like that. Something that I know everybody was talking about. He was like, "Yo, it could have been a good game, but I know I missed a lot of really good chances. I could have had a lot more." And I'm just like, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't really get to that. And it's like it was like the header specifically, but he knows.
He needs to work on that.
Yeah, 100% he's working on his heading accuracy, 100%. But the fact that he's got that
3 in 2 games.
You know what I'm saying? He wants to turn the screw himself. He wants to put people to the sword. He wants to go after that people and go for the kill. And I feel like behind the scenes, he's very vocal about that. And just that building in him it's much needed. And I hope that starts to flow much more throughout the squad. And it's just that. He's just a superstar, man. He's just a fucking superstar. I love this kid to death. And again, the way I see it, he's going to keep making a difference and hopefully propel us to really good things throughout the rest of the season. So listen, that's my wingo. Where's your wingo?
Any title, hopefully, you're going to need Saka to have an unreal final 3 months of the season.
100% going to pitch in. But listen, so far, so good. Workshop class is over. No need for the hammers.
Listen, Champions League starts soon, February 12th right now. We'll see in 2 months. I'll talk about it in 2 months.
Fairs.
I'm not gonna jump the gun. I mean, I think we jumped the gun too many times on Arsenal this season. Not you, Trey.
Yeah, no, just in general. I know. Yeah.
I don't want to say they're going and then 2 weeks. I mean, we've seen how it's been.
That's why I said March. That's why I said March, brother.
I'll wait a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like how they've been playing. Obviously, I mean, it's just entertaining to watch this, and sad. I mean, a team just losing like that at home. I mean, it's just sad to see. Like, people pay money to go watch a team at home,
bro,
and they're getting 4-0'd at halftime.
Yeah,
and it started off so bright too. Like that was
first 10-15. I was like, y'all press, they was looking there, and then set piece turned into a parade. They were just all down the street with the shit. I was like, man,
stupid
turn into a parade is crazy.
Like Areola, literally with the stupid pen, like he should know better at this time. Like step on a player, like you know what's gonna happen. Like he should be smarter than. I mean, it just. I don't think
I've ever seen a player look as sad as Areola did after committing a foul for a penalty. Like there was no ounce in his brain of let me try and appeal. It was just like,
he stayed on one knee like Captain Morgan. He said,
like this is making me sad.
Hey,
that's
man.
what I'm saying. And then they panned out halftime that half the freaking stadium. I was like, ooh,
dog.
I mean, it was
that picture of Moyes with his eyes closed. I said, damn.
Like you could see Rice genuinely felt guilty, not just for scoring against West Ham, but for inflicting like just humiliation on the club he loves.
On the pitch,
he genuinely was like, man, like the
absolutely.
toxicity in the
he could feel it. Yeah,
like all this energy around the club I love, and I'm adding to it. Yeah. Like you could see it. He was like holding his heart. Like
on the pitch, he definitely did that. But there was footage of him off of the pitch. He was like, yo, y'all saw that goal though, right? Y'all saw the dip for that. So I'm not gonna lie, I get it. Because if you score a banger like that, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it now. But I'm like,
you could see it when it first went in. He wanted to run away and celebrate. He had to like almost slow himself down.
He said,
I mean, who scores a goal like that and doesn't want to freaking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what a.
Hey.
But then again, if he didn't want to score it, he wouldn't have taken that shot.
Yeah.
So I don't
instinct.
That's real. That's real, man. But hey,
a good goal.
That's
good
real.
Goal. I think when Odegaard shows up like he did, it's also a different match.
Bro.
And that's what wasn't happening. That's what didn't happen in the first half of the season. Odegaard wasn't playing like how he's been playing, and that's a key role for you guys. You need him.
I think a big part of that was him not necessarily willing, but I guess where he was placed in the team. Like again, first half of the season, you saw him. He was like shoulder to shoulder with Saka. He was trying to make stuff happen and be a point guard just in the final third, and that wasn't really working. That was clogging up a lot of options and space. And the further back he's gone, and the more controlled he's been in the controlling of the first phase and stuff, and getting the ball out and picking his spots of when to run, he's been back to his best. He's been back to his best, bro. He tore West Ham apart, bro, on every single metric. I think that was, again, it was like 7 chances created, 2 assists, how many passes complete. It was clinic.
I don't know, remember the last time other than like City when like Aguero, like when they had like 10 people passing inside the box and they didn't shoot it once. Other than that, the way you guys were passing inside their box and they couldn't do anything about it. They had like 10 people in the box and they couldn't touch you guys. I mean, that was just.
It was free, man. It was free.
It was crazy.
Shout out to Odegaard. That was very good from him. Honestly, I think Havertz is going on. So I think Havertz did have a very good game as well. Again, spacing, kept good control and tempo. I know. I wanted him to just bang it one time. Just let one fly, boy.
And it's like he doesn't want to, bro. He gets the ball in good areas and he just stops and like just looks around.
I know, but hopefully he'll get there and at least let a couple fly. But that was good. Oh yeah, and also just final note: conquering demons. That's all I'm saying. Last season, conquered. You know what I'm saying? Last season, this season, conquered demons between Liverpool and West Ham. Saka scored a pen at the London Stadium, so we have a counter clip finally. Thank God. Let's go. And just carry on this season. Hopefully we can conquer some more demons and hopefully have some, you know what I'm saying, some major silverware and stuff under our belt. So we can keep going.
And speaking of conquering demons, you want to go to the Danish striker?
Listen,
in Manchester.
Miracle workers waited.
Can't be a miracle if it happens every week now.
Hey,
5-5.
There's no miracle.
Hey,
miracle when it's happening every.
That's real talk.
That's real talk.
Out, but a hotly contested battle. Aston Villa versus Man United.
Open match, by the way.
I was like, damn. You know what? United not only could hang in there, but they're gonna handle it in their own way, and they put out a really good performance. I think it was a good performance. Like, people might have said like, oh, you know, my usual shit against United is, you know, okay, you motherfuckers might not have as much semblance of control over the game sometimes, but you know, different strokes for different folks. Sometimes needs must, and even though there wasn't as much control that you guys had a grip over the game on, like.
I mean, it's really hard to control the game at Villa Park.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really do that at all, and you know what I'm saying, like, especially to them, no matter what.
And then freaking Lindelof has to freaking play left back, and it just goes. These freaking things just start pissing me off. I mean, we pulled off the win, but we can't control without having like the guy that's supposed to control that back.
Yeah.
Like, Onana can do what he does, but Dalot has been amazing, by the way.
Honestly, I give respect. Dalot has been on a solid tear. Honestly, I've seen him like the most consistent out of the defense. Man. Yeah, I think especially defensively. I think he's again marked his man cover ground very, very well in the past few games. So that, and just y'all seeing out danger. I think y'all did that very, very well over this past game, especially, and then just picking the spots when y'all need to, man. I felt like the relationship between Garnacho and what's called Højlund is starting to grow really, really well. Like, you can see, like,
it's not there yet, because they're either trying to feed him too much, or like too little. I know they haven't found the perfect.
He's trying to just Garnacho's automatically trying to, like, yo, where's he at? Just send one over.
Yeah, because he gets yelled at because like when he's supposed to do it, he doesn't do it. It's just like he's finding it. It's slowly getting there.
Yeah,
but I think there's a chance where he shouldn't have crossed it, and he should have taken a shot, and he crossed it in.
Yeah.
But in
terms of transition, bro, that's a dangerous partnership. Again, if Rashford again has some, you know, semblance of quality and stuff like that, plus them two just working in tandem, that's dangerous in transition. I think that's part of what killed Villa. So I think that's good on y'all. Really,
that's a huge difference from having Anthony.
So literally, a world of a difference.
Like, someone who compared to Garnacho, who's just so direct. Like, he has no fear in his play at all. Just chases,
and if he loses the ball, he'll run back to it too, instead of like Rashford. He's very direct, but he's like kind of a diva when it comes to that still. Even kind of how Nkunku played today. He lost the ball a couple times. He wasn't tracking back. I thought that was kind of sus, but we'll get into that. But yeah, I mean, Højlund, and let's not forget.
Nah,
come on, man. What a season he's having, man.
Man took that off the fridge.
I mean, he is purely getting subbed in to score goals. He's literally playing second striker.
Is like a cycle with him? Like he scores a goal, a game-winning goal, or scores a brace, whatever, and then he starts in midfield the next game.
Yep.
No. He hasn't been starting. He's been doing. No. We cut that cycle off.
I mean, now that Casemiro's back, it's not happening with him and Nene.
Yeah. That him starting cycle has been cut, but him scoring the goals, winning goals, or whatever.
Just imagine this still continuing in the starting 11.
Now, one of these days, Ten Hag might put him in as number 10. Move Bruno to the right, Garnacho left wing, bench Rashford. Who knows, man? You saw at the beginning of the season, he's not afraid to do that, to put Bruno on the right. And if he wants to put goals for McTominay, because he offers something Rashford doesn't right now, bro. Like, that guy gets.
I think he has 7 goals right now, just in the Premier League.
That's that.
I think he has more goals. I mean, if you take Cole Palmer's non-penalty goals, I'm sure he has more GA than him. Like,
I wonder how many players, if there was a table of players whose goals have earned their clubs the most points.
If
there's anyone above McTominay.
He has to be.
Like, I feel like every time he scores, it's 3 points for United.
Off top of my head, him, Salah, Saka. Who from City?
I mean, just
who would win points from City?
I could think of like off rip like 9 points, like Chelsea, Villa, Brentford, and Forest. No,
actually,
I think so. Forest, right, with the comeback,
he scored 2 goals.
I don't remember who
goals was against Brentford.
That's
right?
12 points.
Yeah, 2 goals against Brentford, but against Forest, I don't remember who scored the winner.
Nah, in any case,
that was 2-0 down.
If I was a betting man, McTominay would probably be leading that chart, honestly.
Yeah, every goal he scores is huge.
Dog.
I don't know how he's doing it, man, but
he has an knack for it.
Doing.
Like, I've actually been seeing articles written now, like, should Ten Hag play McTominay up top?
Oh,
like, man, Gene was saying this in September.
Listen, 4-4-2.
If they would have listened to me,
let Højlund and McTominay play.
Yo, if we play a 4-4-2, Garnacho, ooh, I could see something. But Bruno, I mean, Bruno's been.
Bruno would have to go on the wing too. You have to put him right wing and just have him spam crosses.
Literally.
Garnacho left mid, Bruno right mid, McTominay, Højlund, and then Casemiro and Manu. That could work. The way if Rashford doesn't start scoring soon, yeah, it might work. I don't know. Rashford has the freaking Darwin Núñez IQ right now. I mean, it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, respect Núñez, man.
Not IQ. He's a good player, but their IQ is just not there.
So what do we guys think of United? Is this like, are they back? Are they gonna make a consistent push for top 4, or is this just a good patch?
We have to see how serious they are, bro. I mean, it's what they're undefeated right now. We're undefeated in
2024.
In 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we haven't
had a
lost
great start to the year.
So, I mean, it's tough. I mean, Ten Hag finally beat his top 8 away.
Yeah, finally had a win against the top 9 away.
And it wasn't like a 8th place dead team that he did it with. So, I mean, we'll see. We have to see a Luton. Luton is gonna be a real test, whether like it's jokes or not. Like,
no, really,
Kenilworth, that's the dungeon. That's the dungeon. That's for anybody.
Unless you're Sheffield United, that's a tough game.
Not facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big clubs only. That's why I didn't add like Chelsea. Don't struggle against them either. But is only big clubs are gonna struggle over there. So we'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting. And even that, I don't know who we play right after. But
y'all play Fulham.
I would give the next 2 games to see if we could.
Yeah. You got Luton, Fulham, City, Everton, Sheffield United. That's your next 5.
Oof. Do us a favor against City, man.
Like, yeah, real talk. And I won't be.
There's one team that does, bro. You know who it is.
I'm gonna be honest.
Knock on wood.
This could be the beginning of some type of run. You know what I'm saying? They have that budding partnership. Højlund is, you know what I'm saying, finding form. Manu look like he's been there for years. You know what I'm saying? There's two integral pieces in the team. I feel like just solve pretty much instantly, and they're gonna have at least some type of quality output there. Again,
I hope Luke Shaw is back though.
Luke Shaw could be a good word. If you guys manage to pick up a decent amount of points until Lisandro comes back in what 7 weeks, 6 weeks now?
Yeah. Mid-March.
So yeah, see,
but again, we're only in FA Cup. We're out of Carabao. We're out of so like that's the only thing that makes me kind of hopeful. Where we, even if we don't have Lisandro, we could still like. If we have, because Maguire hasn't been playing how he was playing 1 year ago. I think he's been very solid this year to what he was. So I'm not even mad that Lisandro's out. The thing that I'm worried the most is Luke Shaw, because we literally don't have no left back. Playing a center back like freaking Lindelof at left back, it doesn't work out. And I mean, even if against Villa, like he's gonna get cooked. You know, like he doesn't have the pace, he doesn't have the stuff. Like when he goes against he's just gonna get cooked. So if as long as we have Luke Shaw, I think we can make a push for top 4, especially how these other teams are. Spurs. I mean, they're Spurs. Anything could happen at the end of the season.
Jammy bastards.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was gonna say it's too unpredictable, really. Especially, I mean, United are still worse. Like I still say they're still unpredictable.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying like we have to wait a couple games, because I mean, whenever we came back against Villa, I was like, okay, now we can start something, and boom, we lose to Forest like the following week. So I'll wait a couple games.
That Villa also folds out.
If they're going downhill too. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to have a talk about something real quick. So, Pau Torres hasn't started in 10 matches. In those 10 matches, Aston Villa have won 3 games. What is going on? I don't understand. I know at first there was an injury to Pau, but then he came back, then he was on the bench, and then I think he picked up another knock. Then he came back, and then he's been just sitting on the bench for I think 2 full matches now. This, like, it's not even like Longley was at fault for United's goals, but Mr. Emery, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What's your
what
Emery?
Are you doing? I'm pretty sure the last game Pau started was the 1-0 win against Arsenal.
Possibly.
Yeah, and then their next game was at home against Sheffield. They drew 1-1. Pau wasn't playing, and then this run has just begun from there. I don't know. Like
it's almost
if there's a
like
Villa fan
someone
watching
had
this
said-
and they can explain in the comments if there's an actual reason why Pau Torres hasn't been playing. To me, it makes no sense whatsoever. He was one of the bright sparks in the run in the fall and winter. And
it's almost as if they have a psychopath as a coach. Coaching them.
psychopath.
Almost.
Well, to
I
be
mean,
fair,
after that United match, I'm
Rasmus
surprised there
Hojlund,
wasn't a murder case around town over there because his face was oof.
Yeah.
So I'm
Smiley
being serious.
said-
Like, again, amazing first half of the season, but this past couple of weeks, I mean, losing 3-0 to freaking Chelsea at home, like they had their full, like, you know, other than freaking Pau Torres, there's no reason to lose 3-0 to Chelsea. I mean, look at when Chelsea played us. They played United away, played Liverpool away. Like they're a dead team, bro. When they play away, and they lose 3-0.
I don't know what's going on. What's going on in Villa?
Bro, they're not gonna be in a good way too. They've lost like a couple more players through injury. I think it's like there was like 4 ACLs. It was like 4 different ACL injuries. Like 2 more happened this week. Konsa's ACL, he's gone. I think Kamara. I think it happened to Kamara again.
Back in a couple.
I think Kamara's out again. After that last game, like, so they got hit with that bad form for these past few matches and this now, like bro, I don't know what happens. And also I don't know what's up with Emery and ACLs, because again, us, Bellerin, Callum Chambers, and one other person, I can't remember who, but there's like hella people that got ACLs under him, so I don't know what his training regimen is, but he be running people into the ground. He be destroying people's ACLs, turning them to dust. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's behind that, but it's just like I don't want to wish bad on him or Aston Villa. I really do not care. I honestly don't care. You gotta live your life, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all gotta do. But the stretch and pressure of being towards the top of the table at this point in the year is taxing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even the business end yet. We're not even nowhere near end game, and stutter stepping already. You know what I mean? Second half, Emery, we just got eyes on you. That's all. I'm not judging. We're not saying it's pressure, but I'm saying we got eyes on you.
The thing is, this match though on its own was so unlucky. I mean,
there were some chances they should have buried hella chances.
They should have saves, I think it was.
Yeah.
They could have scored at least 3 just in the first half.
Now they know how we feel, honestly.
Yeah, so it's but something you could criticize Emery for is him subbing off Bailey. It's
that
just
was dead.
He like, I don't know how he hasn't figured out by now that Diaby we saw from August to October is just
purple patch, bro. That was not him. Yo, Diaby
Bailey is the entire attack.
Facts.
Literally, they lose so much of the emphasis.
Diaby looked like a cartoon character, bro. Everything was bouncing off him. He looked like Rash. He looked like, yo, he did not look on, bro.
He just looks totally out of confidence.
Yeah.
Like that chance when McGinn slipped him in and he's skinning down the right wing, cuts inside into his left, and then you don't even like, what is that shot? It just balloons way wide, and then it's like it's in his demeanor afterwards. Like, it's not an apology. It's not like I'm mad with myself. It's just
the sulk.
It's just, man, like something's not right.
Something is not right.
Something's not right. Since we talked about that, Douglas Luiz.
Hey,
like clown, bro.
Look at that.
And the thing is, like, he didn't even stand after like freaking cowardly after the thing.
Went
like,
on bended
Rio
knee.
called him out. Rio called him out on Twitter. He's like, what happened or something? And he replied with the most dead comment. He says, "Oh, it's Carnival in Brazil."
Nah, that's
bro, you literally looked at Onana. And
that's embarrassing.
Like, come on, bro. That's the dead ass like,
you saw Varane's reaction when he did that too.
Yes, he was like,
what are you doing?
Right in front of him.
Like, come on, bro. Like, one thing is to dance, to do a crazy celebration. Oh, go do this, like on the sideline or something.
Oh, go to the
You're shimming on a goalkeeper, bro. Like,
yeah,
almost immediately too.
He was about to run to the corner.
He went right to Onana's vision. He went down on one knee, bro, like he was proposing. My man said, "Showed like this, didn't even blink." I said, "Damn, it's like that."
That's what I'm saying. You
still
have
go
to
down.
win the game after you do that, bro. You have to win the game. You have to win the game. You can't do that and not win the game. And then you get scored on 2-1. And he comes out to say, "Oh, it's Carnival in Brazil." Come on, bro, get out of here, man. That's not even a traditional dance in Brazil. No one goes chilies for like.
He's grasping for straws.
Yeah, nah, he trying to backtrack after he got that shit right. That's what happened. He trying to find a way out, brother. But real quick, I do wanna double back on Ten Hag's comments after the game. You know what I'm saying? He sat down. He was like, "Listen, we have the capacity. We can beat anyone." You know what I'm saying? He went back
and we could lose to everyone.
We could lose to everyone. He said we should have beat Liverpool. We should have beat Arsenal earlier this season. We have the capacity. We can't beat anyone. He went back. He could have. Thank you. I don't want to misconstrue it. I'm not the son. I'm just saying. But I just want to double back on this again. At this point in time, truly, do you think that United, you know what I'm saying,
we could beat anyone for sure on our best day? Yes,
can
on
lock
our best
in
day with everything going on our way. Yes, of course we can. Just like we almost beat you guys, but then the Garnacho thing, which now that VAR and we don't trust those guys anymore, if that goal stands 2-1, we could have literally beat you guys at away, like at the Emirates. That could have happened if
Yeah, it's true.
We should have buried some other damn chances too, but that's beside the point. I understand. And we should have buried some damn chances because we had a hell of a chance, but that's not what
you guys did have those.
But that's fair.
Garnacho buried his chance. He had the chance and buried it. You know what I'm saying? Like minute 80, whatever, 89. Again, we can, but it's like we're on our day right now. It's not like we're doing it consistently. You know what I'm saying? It's on our day. So.
And I'll say this right now. Y'all can quote me. It's fine. Out of all the teams that are outlaid right now, going to their away grounds, at least for our fixtures for the rest of the season, there's still a hint of worry in the back of my head about United. One, because that fixture always is hoodoo. Yeah. It's always hoodoo for us. But specific, shut up.
Like it's
shut
not
up.
Much.
It's still a hint, but it could be a little bit more because you guys have a consistent outlet and more than one threat in transition now. It's like, it's not just Rashford. Yeah. After Rashford, we can cruise. It don't matter to me. Like, it's whatever. But the way Højlund's, again, developed in, the past 5-6 games and found comfort there, the way Garnacho's been playing, just them two specifically, we could sit there and we could have a day where, like, we might not get all of our chances, but you're one of the teams where it's like, in the back of my head, if you're in transition, I'll be like, oh shit, there might be something here because there's.
I mean, if Scott McTominay doesn't start the football match, and like we have Mainu Casemiro starting, like, I mean,
I can be real. I can give y'all that respect to say if we're in a match, I would have a slight doubt because of how we play and how you play. You're automatically foils to how we play naturally, so it's already like we're gonna be in that situation. So I can say that, at this point in time, y'all on your day, anybody have a tough time. Anybody would have a tough time, just how y'all set up and
like
how
I said,
if
your team was Bournemouth, if you guys were named Bournemouth, I think it's a completely different scenario. But like, seriously, when we play like a bigger team, like right now, like this isn't like freaking end of the, what's his name? This isn't like Ole, like, you go to Old Trafford and you could play around with us sometimes. It's going to be tough for a bigger team like Arsenal. Like, these guys are hungry right now. It's not like these freaking dead meat like Fred, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll have a good game. And, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's on our day right now. I don't know how if it all depends on the consistency that we pull out. And to be honest, even if we're not, I mean, Liverpool saw it at Anfield. That could be 3 crucial points that they missed out. 2 points that when the title gets like this with City, if City win their game, they're ahead of you guys 1 point.
Yeah, they're up.
Yeah, City's in first if they.
So like it's those things, bro. That's the thing that kills you. Even though we could be 6th, 5th place, whatever, those are things that kill other people's titles.
100%.
Like losing points and something like that. Where City,
these big head-to-heads.
I keep forgetting where we lost this. Did we lose City 3-0 at home or away this season?
It was at Old
Adrian.
Trafford.
It was
at Old Trafford. So that's what I'm saying. So like for us to go to Etihad, it's like looking unlikely. So that's why like Liverpool and Arsenal have to beat like United away if they want to contend. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, if you guys want to win the title, you guys kind of have to do that.
100%.
And you already took City points from City, so now that should be one of your guys' main focus too.
I agree. I gotta look back on the schedule, but it was somewhere in April or whatever. That's one of the marquee. That's one.
And it's in April too.
Yeah, that's one of the tester ones where I was like, yo, we need to make sure we win there. We need to get maximum points from Old Trafford because that's not only a mental thing because Old Trafford on the whole has always been hoodoo for us, but in this how the end of the league is shaping up and stuff like that. we just got to keep pace. We have to keep pace because we don't know when anybody else is going to drop points, and especially at Old Trafford, that has to be something that's we got to be serious about. Like really, really on it.
Compete with these freaking monsters, man.
Fucking
monsters.
That's honestly probably the most nerve-wracking game to think about. Just because of
100%.
The last you probably won one there.
And it being in April,
1-0,
bro. And it being in April.
Won once at Old Trafford in the last
You won there in what 2020?
It was one. It was the 1-0. It was the 1-0. It was Alba Pen or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, the dead game overall, but somehow we got there. I was ahead.
The last 10 years.
Yeah, which is serious, bro. But again, this season is about conquering demons for Arsenal and for everybody else. I think it's conquering demons.
We've been conquering demons too.
I agree. I agree.
So that's why it'll be
it's
a
serious.
good matchup. It could be a crazy game,
100%.
like Arsenal and United have been in the past couple years, anyways.
But to go back and answer the question, I think y'all pick up some form in this next 5 to 8 games. I think y'all pick up some good points. Y'all will be in it. I think y'all will be in it at this point. Y'all shown enough to me to where y'all don't have to have games by the throat necessarily to win them. Y'all got enough quality about y'all to see through tough times and actually muscle through some bad situations and get points out of them. So, we've seen it before.
Yeah, we'll see. But can we talk about the most? Since we're a pretty inconsistent team, can we talk about the most inconsistent team in the league?
Who's that?
A big 6 team, Chelsea. Can we talk, just to get, I mean, they won their game today,
I mean, yeah, everybody, we can't slam at anybody this week, really, because all the big teams got their points, so we can't do it.
But now saying they win, they're in 10th place now. Pochettino, congratulations. I just want to go through their history of games this season, just so you guys could see, so they start off tying Liverpool, which I don't think anyone would see that. Me personally. So they tie Liverpool. Next week, they lose 3-1 to West Ham. Dead. Then they go beat Luton 3-0. Okay, they could do something. Next following week in the Prem, they lose 1-0 to Forest at home. Then they tie Bournemouth away. And then they lose to Villa at home. And then boom, they beat Fulham away. They beat Burnley away. And they start picking it back up. They tie Arsenal at home. And then they lose to Brentford at home. And then after they lose to Brentford, they beat Spurs 4-1 away in that crazy match. They tie City somehow 4-4. And after that tie, boom, they lose 4-1 to Newcastle. They lose 4-1 to Newcastle. They beat Brrighton 3-2. Now they're back again. Then they lose to United 2-1. Then lose to Everton 2-0. Then beat Sheffield 2-0. And then lose again to Wolves. I mean, they just been
they're an MLS team. They're an MLS
very,
team.
very MLS. They take after their owner.
And it all averages out to absolute mid-table.
Yeah, 10th place.
But the funny thing is if I was I've been quiet, bro. We've been winning games. I'm not I'm okay, we won good stuff, but I'm not talking crap. These guys win and they're we're back. It's just, and you see the comps on Twitter of
bro,
Enzo and
how
Caicedo
are you dropping comps when you're 10th place? Dog, please.
Bro, they need to be dropping some Gallagher comps. He turns into Brian Lampard when he plays against Crystal Palace.
Facts. And he's celebrating for you, man. Celebrating for you, man. After he has such a wonderful time with that club, bro.
Crazy.
You need to pay him and pay his weight in gold.
He's a Chelsea fan, then you can't.
I'm not gonna knock him. They gave him a chance.
But they were talking about selling him in January.
Facts.
They've been talking this.
They're still talking about selling
him eventually.
Yeah.
They have to probably because of the freaking financial stuff. They can't fire their coach because of the FFP. Eventually, they're gonna have to sell Conor Gallagher for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is.
Which is crazy. Pochettino today said that man was priceless, but hey, listen, we gonna put a tag on that. That's listen,
Pochettino, he could lose the next 10 games in a row, bro. They can't fire him. So.
Yeah, they're stuck with him.
Literally too funny. Bro.
Listen, I just be trying shit at this point. I'm listen, we 10th.
I really don't know how. I mean, that's talking about Jamie win. This win against Crystal Palace was Jamie, man. I mean, they had their opportunities and stuff.
By Palace with no Elise and no Eze.
I know.
They were pushed this far.
Why
you know what I'm saying? It's just.
What was that?
Yeah.
I think he's injured.
Eze injured. Elise every aggravated the same
right
injury.
Right after that, the game where him and Eze went off. I forgot who was against.
They cooked. Was it Sheffield? No, Brentford. I don't know, one of those teams.
It might have been.
And goals were just going against Palace. By the way, the whole match. I'm not gonna say they lost because of it, but they were just anything that could have gone right for Chelsea this game went right, by the way. And it was, I mean, like again, Connor, if he doesn't score those 2 goals, it's a completely different match.
That was some straight poise he showed in the box, man. What was it, the second goal where it came off the cross with the Malagusto cross?
First goal off the cross.
There was
the first one.
It's a nice finish.
They can't do it. I mean, how many times do you see that ball just going over the bar? And the other
so easy to completely miscontrol.
Haunted.
Yeah. I mean, he should be their superstar right now. They should really figure out a way to either Caicedo or Enzo out.
If Enzo Fernandez was playing like Gallagher this season,
bro, they would give him an hour-long comp off of his performance in that game, bro. Hour-long comp. They would do a slow motion reverse with the E-boy
They would
cam.
talk to him like he's Bellingham. Swear to God.
Honestly, bro.
I mean, I do like with Scott McTominay, which he deserves, but you know what I'm saying. But imagine if Enzo has been doing it, man. Crazy,
bro.
I mean, Enzo did also score a nice goal too.
Yeah, that was a good finish, but still.
Free kick against Villa, right? So I mean, he's been picking up something up himself. So.
Finally, I mean,
the scraps.
For the past year, every game you watch, every game you watch of that guy, he takes 3 shots from outside the box, minimum.
Bro,
like, he tries to get those schemes.
McAllister's shots are destruction, bro. They're the same shot every time. Just rolls 10 yards wide.
Yeah, but he didn't cost 110 million pounds.
Yeah, no, and I'm willing to forgive him for everything else he does. But the shots, man. Somebody's talking to my brother.
How'd you feel about that City Everton game? Did you watch it, Adrian? That's the real question.
I did watch it, yeah. I don't think anyone else did. So
it's 7 a.m.
I was watching some of it, but
I mean, I wouldn't have blamed.
For 70 minutes, lucky motherfuckers.
The first half was diabolical. It was so bad that I was falling asleep as a City fan.
Everton set up so well, man. Damn, sick bastards couldn't hold on.
That Jamie goal broke the deadlock too.
So Jamie.
We did it so many times though. This was one of those games where I felt that the goal was coming, and it did. And you know, I mean, we got it. It was jammy, but Hojlund with was a good finish anyway. And that was great.
Can't stop that shit.
Back on the goals. He hasn't scored in the Premier League in at least 2 months. I know he was injured,
and now he's already top goal scorer again.
He still hadn't been playing very well over the last few games ever since he's back. So yeah, and then the second goal, obviously, he was
dog. Poor Branthwaite, man. Yeah, he had such a good game, bro. He had such a good game, and then
he's
a really good player. Yeah, he's a good player, but then I was like, God,
he's like a Stones regen, honestly.
Like good guy, good dude. I really like his play. You know what I'm saying? But when he got into that shoulder,
the same thing would happen to John Stones.
Yeah,
that's 2016 John Stones against Hojlund. The same thing.
He getting murdered. That was murder.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Stones ended up in a similar position against freaking Falcao back in 2016. against Monaco.
Got cooked. My days.
No, Stones now.
That was when Stones was ass.
Stones was literally
at. It was so bad for us from 2016 to 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Like that stage of Stones' career before he'd really grown into his body, when he was just like good on the ball and stuff. He was getting body all the time.
It was like a switch too, because it just one day
it was when you signed Ruben Diaz.
When we signed Ruben Diaz, yes. But
even then, I don't think it compares.
Even when Diaz is not playing, Stones still he plays.
I think Stones
he's growing a lot.
The past 2 years has been crazy.
2020, where he just something clicked inside of him and he became a top class center back, because he was genuinely awful before then.
He's matured
for a long time.
Yeah.
No, it was literally Adrian, thank you for being honest. He was literally ass.
And
all of a sudden he became.
Everybody you guys remember? I used to hate Stones. He was so bad.
I used to love when Stones would start in the Liverpool City games because he'd get touched back then. He wasn't a very good defender. He'd always been an incredible footballer. But defensively he wasn't good. And then it was like 2020, 2021 when, like you said, like suddenly like a flip switched.
The Harry Maguire switch, bro. That's what I'm calling it.
That's crazy. Talking about Stones and Maguire.
Nah, but of course, as we can see, it's the best of times. It was the worst of times. But Hojlund and KDB are back together again. This is some bullshit, bro. How the fuck?
If there was anything that excited me getting up was seeing that KDB, Doku, and Hojlund were all starting in the same game. So.
What do we do? What do we do to deserve this life? Honestly,
bro, if you wanna win the league, you gotta beat the best, man.
I'm not.
You don't know Mickey Mouse Premier League, like the ones Chelsea were getting in the 2010s when there was no good teams in the Premier League.
He not even wrong.
Yep.
Not even wrong. I'm just saying this shit
or
difficult.
when there's like no fans in attendance and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, damn.
Oh yeah, like City's Premier League.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause I know you're not using Liverpool's on that.
No.
I know that for a fact.
Oh
I'm
man,
using it.
but nah.
They're Champions League.
All I gotta say, this is just my bog standard. City, fuck you every week for being so good. That's literally it. That's all I'm here to say. We'll see what happens when Chelsea see all this weekend. Damn it! I'm putting actual hope in that.
Like, can you say that for Liverpool?
Huh? Because we beat them. Because we took points off them.
But still, they're still very good. They win. Basically, they're winning almost every week, anyways.
You beat City, bro.
That's true.
Didn't you guys beat City?
That's true.
You guys were flexing that
I mean, I've
goals for
definitely
weeks.
thought that many times. And, you know, when I won, especially like when Liverpool plays against Crystal Palace and they won and they scored two goals in the last 10 minutes from Salah penalty and another. I don't know what the hell. I mean, I have that same like.
Oh my god. Nah, that's
Listen.
accurate. That's accurate.
This shit to me just right now just feels like
you have the Salah regen with freaking Mr. Saka penalty. Can't even give it to Havertz. Come on, man.
hey, cold-blooded.
Yo, please let's not talk about Arsenal again.
Yeah, nah, leave it alone. All I'm saying is right now, top three feels like the Office meme and stuff where they all got the finger guns right here, just standing staring at each other and shit to see who drops first. It's pissing me off, man. Somebody drop points. It's not us.
Well, I mean, something's gonna happen by this time next month because Liverpool
This
plays
title
City
race,
on the 11th, on the 10th. of
Yeah.
March.
Anyone could win the league right now from any team from 6th to
Yeah, honestly,
second place.
this guy, he's still.
First, February. March is.
Hey, listen, gotta put yourself in there. I respect it.
March to May is the crunch time, the most important
100.
time of the season, right?
Yeah, for sure,
And,
for
We
sure.
still have 3 teams in the title race. We haven't had like more than 2 teams.
3 teams? We have 6 teams in the
Nah,
title
stop.
race, man.
Yeah, but this has the potential for
Yeah,
really to be like a Hall of Fame Premier League season. The last season I can think of where 3 teams were like this was actually 10 years ago exactly. 2013-14.
Yeah.
And Liverpool, City, and
One of
Chelsea were the 3 of them.
Premier League seasons
Yeah.
ever, sure.
Right, the 3 of them were like kind of going back and forth up until like May when Chelsea lost. I think it was to Sunderland or something. Like Borini scored. I still remember when he was a Liverpool player on loan.
Fabio Borini, man.
And then like it seemed like everything fell into place for Liverpool to win the league, and then it became a Liverpool City race, and then so yeah, like hopefully,
And then
like as much as I would love as a Liverpool fan for Arsenal and City to just fall off a cliff and then we just stroll to the league. The football fan in me really wants to see a 3-horse race because it's rare in the Premier League. You don't see that often.
Facts. So we gonna see, man. We gonna see, but everything else that was happening in
So
the
you guys
league.
are knocking Spurs out? Like, they're not even...
Yeah, they're not in
They
the
never
title
were
race.
in the title. I mean, for me, Spurs were never in the title. No, I don't care what anybody said.
No.
There's nothing. They were never in the title race.
I'm just making sure. I mean, I felt the same way
Spurs.
since everything, but
Nah, I mean,
I'm just
people get
making
carried
sure.
away, whatever. Even the most humble Spurs fans know that they were never going to win the title like, this season. At least.
Keep it a beam, man.
I
Keep
don't
it a
know
beam.
what the title to be.
Yeah, didn't win the title, but they did win some points though. They had that close game against Brrighton, man. How did they? Ooh, it be pissing me off too because they be going bat for bat, and Brrighton, it's
You know what
frustrating.
annoys me
It
more
was
than
such a
anything?
great game to watch.
It's when players like Brennan Johnson score last-minute winners and then have
Yes.
bad celebration.
My man,
It makes me so
he was
angry.
walking around like Napoleon Dynamite. I was like, yo, what? Just celebrate, son. Why don't you go
Bro,
there?
man scores a winner.
he
He
said,
doing this.
he said,
They did the Hardy
Like, bro,
Boys.
what? Come on, man.
They did the-
Like somebody that makes me want to turn off my TV. I need it. You need more energy than that.
nah, real
It
talk.
was a
Nah, that's
great-
what I say,
Great
yeah.
game to watch, though. Really.
Yeah, I didn't have-
Mitoma played for Brighton for the first time in like 2 months, and he was like really good. Ansu Fati, I don't know if you guys saw, he had a chance towards the end that he could have won it for Brighton, and
Damn.
he missed an open goal.
Barcelona jeans, bro. That's what happened.
Dang. Yeah, I literally only started watching that match because it was the same time as the Liverpool-Burnley match. So like the final 2 minutes. So like almost right when I turned on is when Johnson scored the goal.
It was a lot of back and forth, and
I think wasn't the Pap Star goal really jammy?
after. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was
definitely
pretty
very
jammy, but still a good finish though. He had to finish from a
Yeah,
tight
it was
angle on
good,
his left foot.
but Son came off the bench with that rage from losing the Asian Cup.
Right.
He was like he was running Brighton when he came on. Like he was like he's making all the runs that Werner was doing, but his quality
With end
in
product.
the final third, the end product just really won them the game, honestly, because he got
Yeah, clear. Clear across the ground.
With a finish. Yeah, it was a really good game though. Could have gone either way too. They got it.
Yeah, I think that would.
Liverpool, Burnley. How do you feel?
I don't think there's much to say about that. It was a very, very average performance by Liverpool. The first half was diabolical. The second half was a bit better, and then just got the 2 goals. I mean, bringing on Harvey Elliott made a big difference, and he got the 2 assists. I don't think technically gave him the assist for the Diaz goal, but then Diaz scored a very important goal, and then Nunez scored later on, sealed the deal. Yeah.
I know you're a big 12:30 match Liverpool Klopp thing. So from that performance and Arsenal the week before that, coming into Brentford away at 12:30.
I didn't even realize that was the time slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad omens, man. It's not a good time slot for Liverpool whatsoever.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you believe. Me personally, I don't really. I brush those things off. But how do you feel? Like,
no, it's not like it's just like a superstitious thing. It's
yeah.
There's something with the way Klopp prepares Liverpool for matches that they just don't. It doesn't suit.
They
them.
don't have the time
because you have to like how early it would be. Like kickoff is 12:30 and it's away, so they have to go all the way down to London. So just like everything about it, it just ruins everything in their typical rhythm preparing for a match. So they're just not at the races, at least in the first half. So I'm not saying Liverpool will drop points, but there's no way it'll be a good performance. Like that, I know for a fact. I'm just counting down the days till Salah's back at this point, because I'm like, man, we've been going way longer than we expected. Obviously, because he got injured on top of leaving for AFCON.
Yep.
So for the most part, if you told me we were gonna drop 3 points in the stretch Salah was gone, I'd be like, oh, absolutely, I'll bite your hand off. So hopefully the Arsenal loss is the only one in this run, and yeah, they can keep picking up points.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I mean, the way that the table is, I don't think you guys could. Every game is a must-win right now. I feel like when you're competing with City, like it's either win or like your hopes just go down a little. Because then every match you're just gonna be watching City and just hoping for them to drop points some way somehow.
Yeah, which is just bad for your mental health to be doing that.
Yep.
Honestly,
that's what Chase has been doing for the past month. He turns on the United game, and he sees all these crazy performances, man. Manu late goal, Højlund, McTominay. I'm sure he's sick. There's a reason he's missing today. He's sick, but I don't know if it's an actual disease or he's just sick of watching United win. Because as a hater, it's tough, bro.
Yeah, in my years of these title races with City, I've learned that once it gets to this time of the year, maybe a bit later, I just don't watch the City match. And after, even if the group chats are going crazy that a goal happened, I'm still not turning it on.
Until the 90th,
I'll come back at full time and then see what happened.
Yeah, I need to pick up that fucking behavior. Jesus Christ, man.
Football trauma. That's
Yep.
Emotional damage.
The last game I did that, like I fell for the juice and turned it on, was City versus Villa, final game of the 2022 season. And we know how that one.
He's not blood died. He won it. Oh, that's tough. I know Phil hated that picture when I would send that thing in, man.
And I still hate that picture.
Salah celebrating the goal. Oh, I know Phil hates that, man. It's tough. I mean, yeah. Even when I feel the pain. Obviously, not as much as in the title race, but even when Garnacho scored that goal against Arsenal, I was going crazy. Fucking and to add VAR on top of it, which makes it even worse, bro. Even Nigeria, and freaking what's it called? Nigeria and
Ivory Coast.
South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa.
Yeah. I mean, 2-0, you're celebrating like crazy. VAR overturns it and freaking gives you a penalty. I mean, it's tough, bro.
Insane, man. Insane. But nah, we can give some mention to other people in the next section, though. But real quick, we can go around and give our Yank picks, man. Our player of the week and our fraud of the week for this week. I don't know if anybody want to go first.
I'll go first. Player of the week is a Premier League player, but he did not play in the Premier League this week. Any guesses?
Premier League player, but didn't play in the Prem this week.
Indian AFCON player.
Yep. Simon Adingra. I don't want to delay it too long.
That's fair.
Simon Adingra, player of the week. To get 2 assists in your first, I'm pretty sure this is his first major final he's played in. Not only that, but doing it for your country on the biggest stage in the continent. And just, clutched up. He's don't want to jinx his career at this point, but he looks like a really, really good player in the making.
100.
And then my fraud of the week, we talked about him earlier. Absolute clownery, Douglas Luiz.
Yeah. Make up. Shimmy shoulders, man. Shimmy head ass.
My player of the week, unfortunately, thank goodness Trace isn't here to see this, but Conor Gallagher. I mean, I'll give credit where credit's due. He's my player of the week, single-handedly carrying Chelsea on his shoulders right now. Him and penalty taker Cole Palmer, just doing whatever they can. If you remove those two from that team, I mean, where would they be right now? They would probably be 20th place. So I'll give it to him. And my fraud of the week, as Phil said it, Douglas Luiz. Couldn't be anyone else.
It's fair. Adrian, you got yours?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that my player of the week is probably the same as yours. I'm gonna give it to Declan Rice for everything he did in that game. Yeah, he's a baller, man. That's really all there is to say. And then fraud of the week, I'm going to give it to. I'm not gonna act like I watched this game. I'm gonna give it to Jordan, the national team of Jordan, because they lost to Qatar, the Asian Cup final. They lost to Qatar after Jordan sensationally defeated South Korea. In the
literally,
semifinal.
right?
They lost the final to Qatar.
But bro, Qatar are the
I
defending
think a lot of
champions,
people
man.
saw Qatar.
That's Asian royalty.
True, but a lot of people saw Qatar in the World Cup last year, well, in 2022.
And they had no FIFA cards, bro.
And I mean, getting schooled by Ecuador the way they did, I guess it like shows me what level they play football because as somebody who's Ecuadorian, we used to be in the getting touched up ourselves. So
yeah, we watched the other games
crazy.
that Ecuador played.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think I want to be too disrespectful, but the Asian football in general just isn't at the highest level. I mean,
Yeah, but South Korea,
Japan and South Korea, I feel like can fare better against the larger teams, specifically Japan, because Japan are built for sitting back transition play.
Really well in the World Cup too. They had, like, the
No,
Asian
but I'm
teams-
saying,
Yeah.
I'm saying Japan are
The natural
they're built
foils.
to play against teams that are better than them. They're like the way that their
Absorb pressure and break.
their
That's like
current manager sets them up, is to absorb and then literally do nothing for the first half, and then second half bring on Asano, bring on Mitoma,
literally
and then
show no
hit
effort,
people-
show
hit
no
people
attacking
in
effort
10 to
until the next
15
second
minutes.
half.
Right. So when you're playing against teams that are either at your level or like you might be like expected to beat, they don't deliver. I mean, they haven't won the Asian Cup in I think like 10 years, if not more than that.
That's crazy.
And Qatar, man, this is their tournament, man. Back to back champions.
Hey, crown them.
3 penalties in one final, man. It gave me Argentina flashback to the World Cup. Crazy.
Crown them.
Crazy.
Crown them. Yeah, my player of the week, honorable mention, Bruno Guimaraes. Bro, that finish, that first goal was insane. Oh my goodness. Outside off the cross, outside of the boot. That's disgusting. That was so good. And then he scored the other goal outside the box. I think it was the winner. He scored outside the box too. Just
I think he could have done better on that second one. But
yeah.
But I think he's just gonna be remembered as on his day type player, bro. Because he has games like this.
Yeah, and then you have some stinkers. But today the days he's on, he's fucking like they're crazy. He had a crazy game of the game. I think that was probably game of the weekend. That was a thriller. I ain't gonna lie. There was some really good goals in that one too. The Sharhat volley, the Hudson curler.
Yeah, that Ilanga goal was just.
Yeah, the Alongo wasn't there. That was he somehow poked it through. that was pure pace. That was all. That was the only thing that was on.
No man's land.
But that was still an enjoyable game though. But yeah, my player of the week is Declan Rice, bro. Again, the first 2 times he faced West Ham this season, he had something in his heart. He wasn't in it fully. He had again probably his worst 2 games of the season, probably against them. This time, nothing in doubt. Buried them, man. You know what I'm saying? Construction work, but no hammers were needed. Put them down to the side.
Yeah, these puns,
hey,
man.
I had to do it. I'm gonna let them fly all week, man. I'm letting them fly all week. I'm letting them fly all week, man. But nah, definitely my player of the week. My fraud of the week is the head coach of the Nigerian national team, bro. What are you doing, bro? What are you thinking? Honestly, bro, I don't understand how you don't play with like your midfield was dog shit that entire final, and you said, All right, bro.
What a terrible match.
What did you want him to do instead?
Let me bring on more. Put on a different midfielder. Maybe change the shape a little bit. I don't even know who's on the subs bench, bro. Dog.
You want him to bring back Jonobi Mikel?
Just do something, bro. He probably would have had more passes completed than one of the midfielders in that final.
Bro, Nigeria is limited with midfield. That's why Iwobi's playing there to begin with, man.
Jeez.
And he's playing that 3-4-3 just to get as many of the forwards on the pitch as possible.
Jeez, bro. I'm
It's a
sorry.
very top-heavy squad.
Yeah, it wasn't working, bro. I'm sorry. They were outplayed, outgunned, outmanned in every sense. Man tried to bring on more strike. It wasn't helping nothing. Honestly, to me, it wasn't conducive to helping Osimhen neither. It was just, again, it's hoofball in those situations. But when that plan don't really work, what else is there to get the ball to him and get supply lines up? Ass craps out. That's on that guy.
Yeah.
But
when we talk about AFCON in more detail.
we'll go in there. But yeah, just to keep it short, that guy, the head coach of the Nigerian national team, bro, you specifically, brother, you got to get this fraud of the week, man. You was that close carrying your team and yuck, disgusting. But let's talk about AFCON. Let's get into it, man. AFCON final, you know what I'm saying? Ivory Coast, the host nation, took home the win. Damn. That was an interesting game. Bro. Interesting game, bro. What a tourney.
Bro, interesting tournament to begin with, man. Like, I feel like this was the perfect ending for the AFCON of the underdogs. Like, it's only fitting that in the tournament where Algeria goes out bottom of their group, Ghana goes out to some nonsense in their final group game, Morocco gets knocked out by South Africa, the defending champion Senegal goes out in the first on penalty shootouts in the round of 16. It's only fitting that in that tournament, Ivory Coast, who finished third in their group after getting 4-0 by Equatorial Guinea, 4-0 by Equatorial Guinea, somehow resurfaces and comes back and wins the whole thing. Like, just absolutely. I feel like at any point during the tournament, if you had to predict not even what was going to end, but just the next step of what was going to play out in the tournament, you'd be wrong. It was just ridiculous the whole way through. Dog. And then this game, it even starts off with Nigeria taking the lead. So you think, okay, this is where everything's
which should have never happened, bro.
You have Nigerian viewers. Yeah, you have Nigerian viewers like David, Nigerian fans saying we are like Real Madrid, we're inevitable.
Literally.
And then that goal goes in, you're like, dang, maybe there's some truth to it. But nope, that stinky football will come back to haunt you eventually.
Facts.
Thank goodness, bro. I mean, Ivory Coast, if they didn't win, I'd be heartbroken for them, bro. Because, I mean, they were literally
bro,
outperforming
they were playing so well. Well.
Man, another thing to the end, they sacked their coach after the group stage.
Oh yeah,
brought in a new head coach for the knockout round, and they won the tournament. Like, you know, this gives credit to Rory Jennings. I remember, shout out to Rory Jennings in the Qatar 2022 World Cup after England drew the USA. The man makes a video saying we need to sack Gareth Southgate right now. He's like, has this ever happened before that a country has sacked a manager mid-tournament? If not, we need to do it. And hey, look what happens, man.
Hey,
this is the first time I've ever seen it happen.
The theory,
mid-tournament they sacked the manager.
There's some evidence for the theory.
Wins the tournament, bro. That new manager bounced crazy.
Immediately.
Also, I did say earlier in the tournament, like countries, but in general, but specifically for this conversation, African countries need to stop this hiring foreign managers, specifically European manager trend. Stop it. Ivory Coast on that wave with their French guy in charge. They sacked him. Bring back a local man. Look what happens, bro. The whole country just unites behind it.
Patriotism, baby.
Bro, it gets you there.
Not just any European. They get like the most random, just because the guy's a European. It's not like,
that's what I'm saying.
Getting Pep Guardiola. Right. You know what I'm saying? No, they get the most random League One manager that he was in League 6 for 10 years and he managed one team that gets relegated.
And them, man. Yo, like,
a lot of the times they get managers who are literally from their country's colonial fathers. Like Angola will get Portuguese managers. Ivory Coast will get French managers or whatever. But yeah, enough with that, man.
That's crazy.
Land of your oppressor? Get someone who knows your villages. Get someone who knows the local moms, the local places to get jollof, bro. That's where you get results.
That needs to be on the interview sheet right there, bro. It said best place to get jollof in it. If you don't get a good answer,
you think Chris Hughton knows that in Ghana, man?
While you say that, Brazil, please, don't follow that. Get anyone that's not Brazilian to coach the Brazilian national squad, please. Please,
bro.
Go to Europe and find someone.
You guys can't win the World Cup with a foreign manager. It's never happened before.
Oh shoot.
I mean, I don't think we've ever had a foreign manager, regardless. But I think we should start.
But like no country
has ever won it ever.
It's insane in 100 years. But yeah, but on the final, man. like Gene was saying, Ivory Coast absolutely deserved it. I mean, since the knockout rounds have started, and even in the group stages, to be fair, they were playing some really good stuff. Like I mentioned at the time,
their midfield
when they got smashed by Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah, they didn't deserve that forward.
They played so well in that match. They dominated. They had so many chances, and they're just getting hit on the break. So then now in the knockout round, he was like, yeah, no more of this Nicolas Pepe nonsense. No more of this, bro. Haller came back into the 11. Adingra started the match from the beginning. Like
what a goal.
Most of his run through. Forward. Yeah, the Haller finish was
bro.
Top class, which is so funny because he was...
Big ups, man.
The whole game.
Yeah.
Wait. He should have scored that volley, though. That volley chance was nice, too. That was
the overhead kick or the...
Yeah.
The bite.
Overhead kick. My bad.
Yeah, it was decent. If he just his connection was a bit off, it would have been a wonder goal if he got it in. Yeah, the finish was just top class number 9 play. Like just the instinct to like I'm just gonna get a shot on from this angle.
Yeah.
And quality. But like you're saying, their midfield best in Africa at this point. I'm pretty sure.
For Fofana, sure. I mean, just the players Fofana, Kessie,
Sangare can't even start.
Nah, big up Prem Legends, man. Jean-Michel Seri, bro. Max Gradle. What they talking about?
Man. He had a tournament.
Yeah, listen, ball it, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. The storylines are insane again, especially again the Haller stuff again. Everybody's talking about again the comeback from cancer and stuff to win an AFCON for your host country. That's some fire shit, bro. I gotta get behind that
especially when you
shit.
had Drogba like for your country and he couldn't do it and you are able to do it. Like that just probably like. I'm sure, like growing up, he was like, "Yo, Drogba's the freaking guy," and that he was able to bring it home
like,
for
the country.
Yeah, in front of the home crowd, like just everything about it.
That's real, man. But
incredible.
Honestly, hey, AFCON is that tourney, bro. AFCON is that tourney for people that was not trying to give it no play, no coverage, no none of that. Think twice, man.
I mean, there's a reason, bro. Being sucks. I want to call these guys out.
I wanted to say,
in sports.
I wanted to say, I'm grateful to be in sports for broadcasting the tournament on this side of the planet. But guys, you got to step up your game. Step up that production value. Have some semblance of a post game show, not just one man speaking on his flip phone microphone. Like, come on, man. The continent deserves better.
They literally get some random guy from Miami just to say some random stuff. It's like, bro, like, what are you doing?
The trophy ceremony was so hard to watch, bro. That guy was just waffling for 30 minutes. 30 minutes that ceremony took. Man was just waffling.
I mean, and what about the penalty stuff? They would show the penalty and it would just bug out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
in the semifinals?
That's ridiculous, bro. Like, come on.
Bro.
Yeah, the penalty shootout during South Africa and Nigeria.
Peacock, pick it up, please.
What we saw was shocking. I had to use my TV.
Insane, but AFCON, man,
it was an amazing tournament. I'm so glad because the one in 2022 was disgustingly boring. The one Senegal and Egypt played in the final. Yeah, this was just box office the whole way.
100, bro. We need that. We need more of that, bro. We need more of that.
Bayern.
Lovely. Yes, but yeah, we can definitely switch gears real quick outside to the Bundesliga. Bayern Munich got that ass put on a skewer. They got grinded into hops and made into a special beer crafted by Bayer Leverkusen. 3-0 in a top of the table clash. Like, damn. It's looking crazy for Bayern, but it's looking so good for Bayer Leverkusen. Still unbeaten in the league. Absolutely
unbeaten in all comps.
You're right. All comps. Everywhere. They haven't lost in anything. That's
insane. I think there's only 4 games in all comps they haven't won this season.
Disgustingly good right now. Again, Xabi Alonso's men are firing on all cylinders, and they just put the boots to Bayern Munich, bro. Let's talk about it, man. Because damn, that I saw it. Because
we gotta start respecting, or just stop disrespecting Julian Nagelsmann. People are talking about Nagelsmann as some kind of disgraced manager, and if Liverpool were hiring, the narratives around him, like when they talk about him potentially coming to Liverpool, they're saying like it wasn't the best at Bayern, his reputation's taken a hit. And they're talking about him like he like stunk up the place,
like he did a Bob Bradley. Like he was there for like 3 weeks.
He had them in the Champions League quarterfinals, I believe, at that point, having won every single match in the tournament, including a 2-leg win against PSG, I believe. And then in the Bundesliga, I think they were maybe 1 point behind Dortmund at the time.
Yeah, literally 1 point.
Like, insane, the narratives and the rewriting of history. Look what this clown Thomas Tuchel is doing, bro.
The terrorist named I mean, it's crazy, bro. I mean, how is he not sacked? Seriously, they should look at Bayern right now and ask why is he not sacked?
Well, they're just hungry. They're so hungry to hire Klopp. So they're probably waiting to see if Klopp would even want it. Like maybe give him a year, 6 months or so.
You think Klopp would do it after Dortment? After the way that
I don't think he would. I feel like he's even said
that's what I'm saying.
He wouldn't.
No,
but that's like Bayern have been horny for him for like a decade. I think that's all they're looking at. But yeah,
it's their fault.
Tuchel is just
guy stinks.
Just not
guy
good.
stinks.
Not good stuff. Yeah. Like there's been no uptick at all since he came in for Nagelsmann. If anything, has been like a slow decline.
It's just slowly going
like
down.
A slow one too. Like I prefer free fall. This is like slowly declining.
Yeah. But the thing is,
it's like actually
plane ran out of gas, bro. Just
yeah, literally.
I know Chelsea was a bit. I mean, he did win the Champions League with Chelsea, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's a bad manager.
It's a stinky collaboration, bro.
The last manager that I got sacked for Bayern.
Yeah, he's not doing a good job.
We're just comparing the last person who got sacked in the position that they were and where he is now, and he still has a job.
Made them worse immediately.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm just, I don't,
We're not saying that like
he's still one of
any
the top
other
managers in world football. Like he's gonna get offered from Barcelona.
I don't know, man. I think Tuchel is a very good manager. I think he's not. I think he's a bit overrated. Just think of the accomplishments he's had as a manager. He went to Dortmund after Klopp, never challenged for the league. I mean, granted, he was in the league the same time as Pep, so it's tough.
Just dead, but still.
But Dortmund never looked like winning the league since after Klopp left until last season, where they really should have won it. And then he goes to Chelsea, wins the Champions League in his like first 4 or 5 months, which is very impressive. I'll have to give him that. But it was a bit of terrorismo.
Come on.
It was an empty stadiums.
9 out of 10 times.
Playing a back five, like. Just like it's not like they were the best team and won the Champions League that way.
It was 100%.
It was a bit better than the Di Matteo Champions League win in 2012. Like better football. It wasn't parking the bus, but it wasn't champagne football either. And then his first full season at Chelsea, decent third place, gets to 2 cup finals, loses. Good, it's a good accomplishment. Season after that, disaster. Gets sacked.
Yeah.
And then I didn't mention PSG before that. Gets to the Champions League final. The only one they've gone to was a decent achievement, I guess. But then after that, kind of falls apart. And then, now he's a Bayern, and then it's just bad.
Man.
So like, I don't think he's a bad manager, but I don't think he's elite.
Bad.
I think he's a good, very good manager.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, did the Lewandowski thing? Nagelsmann, he didn't have Lewin last season, right? He was already at Barca.
Yeah, when Nagelsmann got sacked, he did not have Lewandowski.
Imagine if he had Harry Kane on his team. This guy has Harry Kane on his team right now, and you're not in first place in Bundesliga,
bro.
Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's even add that on. Like, Nagelsmann had Chopo.
They too busy with Choupo-Moting.
And this guy has Harry Kane.
I mean, knowing the nature of Bayern in the Bundesliga, they're probably horny for Xabi Alonso to take over.
100. They definitely are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Alonso, like, this mystery clause in his contract is for any of his former clubs. So it would be for Liverpool, Bayern, or Real Madrid. So there is a world where Liverpool and Bayern are both looking for a manager this summer.
Yeah.
100. But yeah, listen.
But Leverkusen, though, man, wow.
Dog.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen a turnaround this drastic for a manager to come into a club in the relegation zone or maybe just above it.
With free signings too, like Ronaldo,
right,
like
to
free
just
left back.
to get them to almost qualify for Champions League in that same season, getting them relegation or just above relegation to almost qualifying for the Champions League in that same season, to the next season top of the league without losing a single game mid-February. It's just an insane managerial achievement so far. And I just hope the whole manager circus like surrounding Liverpool and whatever doesn't negatively influence Alonso and Leverkusen, because I think they're on the cusp of doing something really special that I think the whole world of football wants to see happen. Everyone's rooting for them,
bro. Just look at it again. They're a young, exciting team. They got some experienced folks in there, some likable people. Xabi Alonso's a likable guy. They play some really, really great football. Fuck Bayern Munich. There's a lot of good reasons to support, bro.
It would be hilarious.
Bro,
I'm nothing against Kane, but it would be funny.
It would be hilarious if they brought him to Bayern Munich. They paid all that money to get his support animal Eric Dyer to go support him in Bayern too, all for him to lose the first season he arrives.
And the thing is, it wouldn't be his fault. This guy.
It wouldn't be his fault. It wouldn't.
That's the craziest part.
It wouldn't like it's just gonna be fun. It would just be funny. It would just be funny.
No,
This man.
The way Tuchel is allergic to playing a partnership with De Ligt and Kim at the back.
Dog.
He might have done it like a couple times.
I don't know why.
He does not like De Ligt.
How
He
do
does
you?
not like him at all.
What in your
You're
mind
gonna lose him.
tells you?
You're gonna
What in
lose
your
him.
mind tells
You're
you?
gonna
You
lose
know
him.
what? I'm gonna play Dyer. What makes you do that? What brain cells rub
there must
together?
be one match-
We can understand
There must be
way
one
better
match,
Dyer
Chelsea
than
versus Tottenham, where Eric Dyer just had a masterclass. And people was like, "Oh, I want this guy. He's underrated. People don't see what I see in him. Like I can save him."
Nigga, you don't see what you see. Like, what are you talking about, brother? Dog, that guy is
Crazy,
that guy's
man.
cheeks,
And
man.
shout out, by the way, that goal by Jeremy Frimpong.
Bro, that third one, oh my, yo, I was like, he'll probably get it out, bro. The tech,
Crazy.
no angle, just I got that easy, bro. Unreal,
crazy.
bro. They're doing this with no main striker. Boniface
Boniface
is
is
gone.
out till mid-April, I think.
Like, dog, bro. Big ups to them. You already know what I'm
signed,
saying,
Borja
man.
Iglesias.
Yeah.
He didn't even play against Bayern.
Bro,
Yeah, man, it's a
just
incredible.
cooking, bro.
Like, shout out also to Alejandro Grimaldo.
Facts. What was he like?
What a
10,
signing
was he
he's proving to be.
10
Yeah,
goals?
what a signing.
10 goals and assists, something like
And 10
that.
assists
In like
and
9
11
games.
Yeah, something
21
crazy.
G8.
He's like almost their main playmaker. They give
Which-
Frimpong bombing forward on the right, like a winger when he plays, essentially. What was that, Adrian?
Is he a La Masia graduate? Is he somebody that
I can't remember.
let off to
Oh, I don't know.
think
I have
he
no
is.
idea.
but I'm
He
not
might be.
entirely sure.
Hopefully not.
They regret that.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody that might be. I don't know for sure. But hey, man, listen. Shout out to the boy. You know what I mean? Granit Xhaka, we see you, homie. We see you. Just just letting niggas know. You know what I'm saying? You one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Playmaking Don out there. Respect.
Hey, shout him out like that when he wins it.
Yeah, no. Listen, hey, we gonna save it there. But all I'm saying is,
And he should still be playing for Arsenal. I feel like you guys still lost out on not having him
of course.
this season, by the way.
it
And having Kai Havertz.
Yeah, I mean, he's a key figure in one of the best teams in Europe right now. So he definitely could still be starting for Arsenal.
the way again
Even
found
last season.
he found
Xhaka last season was crazy.
he was incredible. Again, he found it was a new lease on life from the end of probably from like the latter end of the season before last. But then this last season and this season just hit another gear. Again, things panned out how they panned out. Me personally, I would have been like until we found the perfect people to completely restructure the midfield like a full sweep like Liverpool did, then make the switch. I would have loved for him to stay for another year, see if we could chase it and probably get it again before he gets sent off somewhere. But you know, shit pans out how it pans out. I'm not gonna ruminate over the situation, but I'm just hoping they do the business and he gets a chip there. So I'm rooting for him heavy. He know what time it is. So yeah, we'll figure it out, man. We'll see.
All right. Have a prediction?
Predictions?
Yes, predictions. We got another set of predictions for this week. 5 different games. We will go down the list and run them all down. First game we have in the Premier League: Man City versus Chelsea.
Oh.
I have a Man City 3-0 win.
3-0 City.
I'm gonna go with 4 goals for Manchester City again, but only 1 for Chelsea, or 1 City.
Damn, where is this?
It's hard
At
for
the
City
Etihad.
to get a clean sheet.
Etihad?
It's hard.
Yeah,
Clean,
right?
clean
At the
sheets
Etihad.
have been a struggle this season for some reason.
Yeah, that's true. Well, for me, I was also gonna say 4-1.
Okay. 4-1 Chelsea? Dang, that's crazy.
I'll be very surprised if there's not a freaking
Yeah, Palmer,
slaughter in that
Grace, and
defense.
Sterling.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
it has Chelsea slaughter.
So he's not even gonna play. He got benched.
Yeah.
it looks like murder. I would hope not, but it definitely looks like murder. I'm going 3-1 City. 3-1 City. Next up we have Brentford versus Liverpool at the G-Tech. Saturday morning,
12:30.
Is it 12:30
I
their
hate
time,
that.
7:30 our time?
Yeah. 7:30.
So
Yeah, I hate predicting Liverpool matches, but I have a 2-1 Liverpool win for this one.
okay, all right, 2 Liverpool.
Beating the Juju and all. I'm glad.
Well, I mean,
'cause
we've still been winning in the 12:30s this season.
Yeah,
They just haven't been
but
good.
I also have Liverpool 2-1.
Liverpool, fairs.
Oh my god, man.
I'd say 3-2 Liverpool.
Damn.
Oh damn. Brother.
I'm mad he took my score. Give
You
me.
have it, bro. That's your score. Don't change it because of him.
Nah. I'll adjust it. I'll take a risk.
It's also just fitting, of course, that Tony has to be back and in form
Yeah.
when Liverpool goes there.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I'll guess 2-2 draw. I feel like Brentford will take a lead, but then they'll screw it up again like they did last time and times before. They'll bottle it. 2-2 draw.
Mopé.
Malpay might get an assist, but he'll be a prick. He's 100% guaranteed to be a
course.
prick that game. That's all you need to know. But next up we have Luton versus Man United at the Dungeon, Kenilworth Road.
Maybe the hardest one to predict out of the lot.
This is gonna be
But
so
I have
hard.
a 2-1 win for
Luton.
Man United.
Ooh.
Thank goodness you said Man United because I also have 2-1, but not for Manchester United. I have
No way.
2-1 Luton Town. Yep, I do.
I don't
Dang,
think I can like
sacrifice,
physically
brother.
predict
Sacrifice play.
against my team. Even if I think they'll lose, I don't think I can do
It's
it.
predicting. I'm going based off of.
Hey,
You guys want my honest thing? One,
I know it's just
I've
funny.
been predicting the bad thing, and we've been winning. Two, the way that United been, where they're starting to gear up, and then boom, they die down again. I'm just going off of
this
that.
is exactly how they got Thanos in Infinity War. Doctor Strange said, "Just one, bro, just do it. Just pull the trigger. You gotta sacrifice play. You gotta sacrifice something." Oh shoot, that's right.
Yep.
Adrian, what's your score?
This seems like one of those games where Luton are going to have a lot of chances and they're not going to score any of them. So I'm going to say 2-0 to United.
The way that you guys are trying to jinx it the other way.
I
I want to be first in the points, man.
I'm going 2-1. Man you. I'm going 2-1 Man United. Next.
Those are nice vocals.
Yeah, thank you.
Everybody's just trying to do a reverse jinx here.
No.
Nah, I don't play these petty games, man. I'm just busy.
Yeah, but Adrian and Trey do, man.
No. I'm not trying to lose, bro. You're trying to enact all these forfeits and whatnot. I'm trying to stay in the clear, baby. But we'll move on to the Champions League, of course, returning tomorrow. We have a couple of matches from this. First and
I didn't even know
foremost,
that, man.
PSG Real Sociedad.
It's crazy when you're not in the Champions League how little it means to you.
I know. I've been there.
I predict
Doesn't really mean much anymore.
That's
so back
crazy.
when this draw was initially made, this looked like a really good fixture, but Sociedad are on stinky form. They haven't scored in the last 4 games. So I predict them to go to Paris and lose 3-0.
Bro, I have 3-0 PSG too.
I was low key thinking. Whatever.
I have the same score, and I'm not changing it because every time I don't double down on what I say, the exact opposite happens. So I'm leaving you with 3-0.
You
What
going?
Adrian say?
2-0 PSG.
Oh, 2-0? Okay. 2-0 PSG.
Brace from Fabian Ruiz.
I'm gonna go.
That wasn't serious, by the way.
I'll go 1-0 PSG.
A boring game.
And yeah, Mbappe, no way. Mbappe, all those.
Mbappe penalty. Oh man! All right. And
Yeah, we
last,
forget they robbed their way
With
into
at
the
least
freaking.
4
all
right.
Imagine it here. There's like, yeah, nah, fuck that.
Like Eddie Brock and Spider-Man 3.
No, pray on the downfall. Oh man. All right, last game though. Still Champions League. Bayern Munich. I said Bayern Leverkusen. I'm sorry. Bayern Munich off of the loss to Bayern Leverkusen versus Lazio in the Champions League.
Yeah, Bayern Munich away in Italy. I just don't think they will win. I have a 2-2 draw.
Wow. If that has to be an automatic sack.
Against Lazio.
Yeah, I have Bayern 3, Lazio 1.
Damn. Lazio's not a bad team, man. Bayern have struggled against worse teams.
Lazio. I know they beat Celtic, but they did struggle, right?
I can't remember off the top of my
I don't
head,
think they
honestly.
really struggled. Remember they got that nice draw against Atletico, the goalkeeper scoring.
Yeah, I remember that. That was in Italy though, and then in Spain they lost, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think they were struggling to qualify. I don't remember.
Just go for it.
But I'm gonna say 2-0 to Bayern.
2-0 to Bayern. I go 2-1 Bayern. They'll scrape away. They'll scrape away with the win.
Lazio
away.
qualified with 10 points. Third place was Feyenoord with 6. So
Damn, yeah, they could do it. Yeah, but word, I got that. All right, all the predictions are locked in, so we will see who gets what for next week. Chase,
I was gonna say somebody named 5 players from Lazio.
dang, that's crazy.
Gun to my head, I'm dead.
Immobile.
Anderson, Luis Alberto. My mind went blank.
Yeah,
Bro, just started naming fodder.
shoot me.
Those are good players, bro.
Quick
Now,
sells.
name 2 players that are not fodder right now.
What's your
Under-
definition of
under-
fodder?
Lazaro.
Nah, under 75 rated right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, FIFA ratings, bro. I forget
Insane. Nah, man, but we
Pedro plays for Lazio.
damn still.
Yeah, he's like, how old is he?
Surprised he's
It's
not
like
that
he's
mellow
like 38 or something like that, which is crazy. That's wild, man. Shout out Pedro. But no, that's our scores locked in. Automatically gave Chase a DNF. Get well soon. We'll give you that DNF, brother. Sorry, it's gotta happen.
Yeah, he's gonna get DNF'd off the pod. That's what's
I'm
that. Man's
dead.
fighting COVID. And
Allegedly.
I'm
With him, we
finished.
need the receipts.
I'm dead. What them test
Not
that,
bad.
brother? What them test that? But we can roll on out of here, man. Let's give closing statements. Adrian, man, take us out, man. What's your closing statement for this week?
We play against Club Brugge in the Champions tomorrow, so make sure you watch it. It's gonna be a great game to watch.
I'm not watching that
Good night.
shit.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
boo,
Goodbye.
boo.
Yeah, G, what's your
guy.
closing statement? Get him
He's
out of
acting
here.
like Pep. Treble winners begging for viewers. Oh my god, man. God. You're just making the agenda worse for you, bro.
You got to tune into the match to watch Simon Mignolet.
Hey,
We
big ups, man. Cult
In
hero.
champions.
Yeah, that's a PL great right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead. Nah, G, what's your closing statement this week?
My closing statements. I usually don't give a serious one, but I'm gonna give a serious one. Ten Hag, I've been backing you non-stop. I've been your boy, but a loss at Luton Town, and I'll put your head on a stick. Let's leave it at that.
Damn.
I thought you were for a second you were gonna go like that one.
Figuratively.
where you have-
Allegedly.
Yes.
Say-
Nah.
Figuratively, allegedly.
Yeah, no.
The one thing I got on X is you are my love of life. I've been in love with you ever since we ever came to you. That love
Oh yeah.
Nah, I backed him, bro. I backed him. No, we can't lose. We need.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go
you've been
on
a
a
10
run.
hog lover.
Yeah, I mean, it can't happen. We can't be on a run like this and then lose. We got to keep it going.
Nah, it's real. It's real, man. Phil, give us your closing statements for this week.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have any closing statements.
Dang, there's no more
Just
AFCON.
smile, viewers.
It's real.
Enjoy life.
It's better than what Adrian said.
Hey, my closing statement is: if you've won anything in this past week, if you've done something very good with your life, don't celebrate. Just go straight down the tunnel. All right? We don't need to see all that. Thanks, appreciate you. Nah, I'm saying.
Yeah, say that to Travis Kelce, man.
Nah, real talk, bro. He got something different. He won enough. He just won enough. But listen, go rate this pod 5 stars. Go follow us everywhere. Yanks Talk Ball. Go show us some love, and we'll be back next week with some more stuff. Keep in tune, keep it locked, and we will see you all soon. That's been pretty much it for Yanks Talk Ball, but we'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.